Hello people of the YouTube, TWK here, and welcome to my stream of conscious video on WWE 2K20. Oh boy, this one is quite contentious. Not too many people enjoy this, and I'm pretty sure I might be the only person who has played this game all throughout the year of 2024. Ooh, almost messed up that line. But nope, I saved it. And making botches is definitely one thing that this game is known for, but, what I'm going to try to do, emphasis on try, is I'm going to try to be positive in this review. Let's see how well I do in that endeavor. First off, why is the screen black? Oh, I get it. There are no positives to be found in WWE 2K20. Ha, ha, ha. For real this time, the main menu is quite snazzy. The game showing off some gameplay highlights is pretty sweet. The gameplay itself is... More specifically, To be most specific, the mapping of the controls is one of the most confusing things I've ever come across in my 20 plus years of playing wrestling video games. For example, in order to enter a front face lock, you have to tilt up with the right stick, which is just... why? The circle button is right there, but no, that's only used for Irish whips. All other front grapples are mapped to either pressing or holding X. Can you get used to using the controls? Yes, but it always takes a few matches, and as someone who's played a lot of games in the genre of professional wrestling, I can say that these are the hardest controls to get used to, or at least it's certainly up there. If there is a positive to be found here, it's that you use square and X to execute special moves. So clearly at least some of the developers have been playing some fair pro wrestling on their off time. Do you want to know where I legitimately did have a fair amount of fun? The 2K Showcase mode of all places. It's all about the early days of the women's revolution, but more specifically, the Four Horsewomen. Much like other iterations, you complete objectives to recreate historical events in the world of World Wrestling Entertainment. Unlike modern iterations, there are no objectives like hit a clothesline in the northeast corner on a Sunday morning. Instead, you just hit whatever move shows up or damage your opponents, and well, that's basically it. Also, there are in-game cutscenes. No slingshot technology here, and on top of that, I do believe just enough time has passed by for me to be just a tad nostalgic for some of these matches. I really miss Hugger Bailey, in which McMahon didn't bastardize that character. Another area where fun is to be found are the 2K originals, wherein the 2K devs take the roster of WWE 2K20 and put them in wacky situations, and each campaign features an intro from the New Day.
They are your job. They are the police. They are the very government.
And where there is authority, there is someone willing to stand up against it.
So log in and see what we've got. Welcome to a glitch in the system.
Yes, the cutscenes setting up every match have the budget lower than AEW Fight Forever, but can we talk about how amazing some of these arenas are? They are easily the best part of WWE 2K20, and the fact that none of them ever returned should be considered a crime. My favorite arenas in this game are the baseball stadium and the softball regional wrestling arena. Seriously, 2K, bring these ones back. And not only that, but there's also a Fist of the North Star reference via one of Seth Rollins' signature moves, like Nani? Just a shame that it never gets the win, and this is why people don't like this game. That and the glitches, although to be fair, I didn't encounter too many while recording footage for this review, so props to the team for doing their gosh damnedest to patch this game to the best of their ability. At least 2K20 has Queen's Quest era Io Shirai complete with a QQ mask and pose. Man, I miss this version of Io. Hell, I miss QQ in general. This is also the final game to feature the classic version of Bray Wyatt with his original entrance theme. Rest in peace, Bray. We all legitimately miss you. Overall, 2K20 is a mess, but one I can admire from a distance. It's certainly not a game I'll be going back to anytime soon, however I can't bring myself to hate it like others do, but then again, it does take a lot for me to even strongly dislike a game. I can understand why most people would never ever like to ever hear of 2K20's existence ever again, but I have played worse, so this game is that. So overall, I think I mostly succeeded at pointing out some of the positives of WWE 2K20, and Once again, I do not envy what 2K had to go through, at least not on the developer end of things, at least, because, well, partway through development, Yuke's and 2K had a bit of a falling out, and so the devs over at 2K had to pick up the pieces about halfway through development and figure out how to make a wrestling game, and yeah, they didn't do their best, and thankfully they got enough free time to work on 2K20 to make that the best it could possibly be, and since then have been putting out bangers, at least from a gameplay perspective, and yeah, from a publishing side, they've really not been doing well, especially with all the My Faction nonsense. It just keeps getting worse year after year after year after year after year. Goodness gracious me. Anyways, you may have noticed that I am dressed kind of ridiculously. I thought it kind of fit the mood of 2K20. Nevertheless, we've been talking about some wrestling games that have been not exactly the best received by their respective fan bases. So you know what? I think I'm going to take a break from wrestling games for a little bit and take a look at a game that's going to take me a bit of time to review, especially when it comes to gathering footage, as next time, whenever that will be, probably 2 or 3 weeks from now, we're going to be taking a look at Fist of the North Star. Yeah, that's right, baby. I know I've kind of already taken a look at this before, but this will be a more definitive look compared to my previous video on it. I think it's honestly kind of subpar. I could do so much better. So next time, Fist of the North Star, baby. Yeah, I can't wait. And thank you all for watching. Once again, I can't believe we've crossed over 100 subscribers, and I can't believe that my AEW video is almost close to 500 views. 500, man. I know to a lot of people that's nothing. 500 views, they freaking unalive themselves if they got something that low. But to me, I'm like, woohoo! I'm walking on sunshine. Woo! Don't feel good. Oh man, I'm just acting all the ridiculousness. Hope you all have a perfect rest of your day.